I am currently reading The 100 Years' War on Palestine. I am very slowly working through this. I'm in chapter 1 and I just wanted to talk about some of the things that I've been reading and learning. So this chapter starts by talking about the fall of the Ottoman Empire and how you have the British taking over via military rule of Palestine. This chapter also then talks about the Belfor Declaration, specifically the fact in which this declaration gave the Arab population civil and religious rights, but did not give them political or national rights. In contrast, the Jewish population, who at that period of time only made up 6% of the population, were afforded national and political rights. Later in this chapter, this book goes into a lot of detail about the League of Nations and their mandate for Palestine. For most other Middle Eastern countries, the League of Nations allowed the entire population to have rights under Article 22. For Palestine, that Article 22 only afforded rights for the Jewish population. Chapter 1 also talks about resistance that was put forward by the Palestinians, because I think there's an argument that at this point in time, there wasn't really a Palestinian nation. People didn't feel a Palestinian identity. The author does also get into that in quite a bit of detail and discredits that argument, but then also goes on to talk about resistance that was put forward by the Palestinians. One thing that I did want to note is at the beginning of when the British took over Palestine, they actually banned newspapers for 2 years, which prevented this information of the Balfour Declaration being passed on to a lot of the population. A lot of the information was trickling in from Egypt, and I also believe a little bit from Syria. As the majority of Palestinians were aware of what had happened with the Balfour Declaration, there was the organization of political protest against the British, as well as a series of Palestinian congresses that were taking place. Popular dissatisfaction about what was happening by the Palestinian people resulted in a number of demonstrations, strikes, and riots. And these took place in particular in 1920, 1921, and 1929. Then you also had the launching of political organizations that were more radical and militant in their demands.